All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to a daily update on my 1000 days challenge. This is day 238. So let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance remain the same, but actually I've taken the loss trade in terms of Bitcoin. So it's actually my experimental trade setup, but otherwise no major update in terms of that. And in terms of the market structure on a general basis, I would say overall you can still see that it's bearish. But if you look in terms of the exact daily candlestick itself, so for example on the daily chart for S&P 500, we could see that there is potential support on this 50 simple moving average. So previously we supported once, even though we break below it, we quickly supported again as well. So overall, like what I say, if this looks to be a very sustainable trend, it will remain above it and it will be a great sign. And even if we do fall below it, as long as we find support at this 150 simple moving average, then I'll be highly bullish, or even this 200 simple moving average itself. So that's something to bear in mind, take into consideration. And similarly for Nasdaq itself, we looks to be really strong as well. As long as we support at this 150 simple moving average, we would technically be forming a higher low in that sense. So both looks to be a little bit more bullish in terms of the US market. On the other hand, the China market or the China stocks looks to be a little bit more bearish, especially like what I mentioned, the government politics in terms of their implementation of the regulation and stuff like that does cause impact. And especially for tech stocks itself, you can see over here is a very strong support region. We have a lot of support in the sense of consolidation happening a lot over here and also right below here, which also has the monthly horizontal resistance and potentially turn into support. So overall, we do look to be rather supportive. So let's see how things goes. And you can see a very strong interest in terms of volume over here as well. And even though similarly we have 2 days of exactly very strong volume, there were a lot of buyers at this price level itself, which goes to show that it's very supportive based on the technical perspective. And yeah, and finally for Bitcoin itself, technically we also have a second bounce I mentioned over here. Let me just put over here. Yeah, so technically we have a good bounce over here as well on the 50 simple moving average. And previously we also had one over here, and then we continue all the way to meet new all-time high before we retrace again. So technically, could we actually just find a bounce over here and then continue? Potentially yes. Especially if we look in terms of the 4-hour chart, we could have some signs of a bullish momentum reversal, because even though as price was dropping over here, the volume is not exactly increasing, which goes to show that there's reduced selling momentum and pressure in that sense. So overall, I'm still leaning towards the bullish side, although short-term wise, we could still have another very sharp sell-off to even lower lows, to even retest this 43K or 44K region as well. But otherwise, technically speaking, we are still looking to be bullish over here. And yeah, let's see how things goes. In terms of price action wise, I'm not no much looking as to short it, and I'm also not looking to long it for now because there isn't any good setup. So I'll just be waiting on the sideline in terms of Bitcoin. What I will do, in fact, is I'll look in terms of other tokens or other pairs to see if there's any other good entries. But yeah, those are more like a more risky place. I wouldn't be mentioning those at the moment right now. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.